Okay, in this video I'm going to review the Teckin Desktop Power Strip PC30 Surge Protector. Alright, the Teckin Desktop Power Strip with surge protection. You can see it kind of has some fingerprint smudges from where we've really been using this, and I've tested this out over the course of the last few days, and I've really kind of grown fond of it. We use it by our lamp in the end table, and I've charged everything from iPhones to little mini drones with it, just with the included USB ports. Now it's stated to have a max USB output of 2.4 amps at 5 volts automatically recognized. So if you have something that can draw that type of charge, I assume each one of these will pull that amperage. 3.4 amps max output at the same time. So just based on the nomenclature on the back of the box, if you plug in two items here that are capable of drawing more than 2 amps, one item will draw 2.4 amps and the other item is only going to get 1. Nice robust click on and click off with the fuse right here. This is the protection shutoff, so if you start drawing too many amps, this has a 10 amp max output, and I assume past that this will trip. Nice feature. I really like this groove. This is kind of cool because this is the only one I've ever seen that has incorporated something like this, and it really keeps my phone out of the way. I can plug it in and just lean it right up in it, and it's really kind of interesting. Actually kind of has a backward tilt, and I'm just using this towel below it because my table is black and I wanted some contrast against the black surge protector. But really interesting feature. I like that. Out of the box, it comes with a real nice heavy-duty cord. Of course, 3-prong grounded plug, 120 volts, and it's wrapped with a little Velcro. So that's kind of nice. It kind of keeps it all together. If you were to want to wrap it back up, you can. I think it's about 5 feet long. I didn't measure it. I just kind of held it up, but there's plenty of cord to plug it in at a pretty good distance. Okay, there's just kind of a size reference of the cord. It's hard to do with a narrow field of view like this, but you kind of get an idea of how long it is. Okay, I thought I'd give you a shot of the back of the box just for information. It gives you the model number, product weight, 290 grams. That's 10 1/4 ounces roughly. The material is made out of a fireproof material, and I just assume the plastic, it looks like ABS, would have some kind of fire retardant inside it. I don't know that. It doesn't state. Of course, AC input, AC 100, 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz. Where I live, we just input it 120 volts, so I can't speak toward the other side of it. USB charger, DC 5 volts, which is equivalent to 2.4 amps max automatic recognition. And it's like I talked about before, and to me that just tells me that if you have something that's going to draw more, around that amperage, it's just going to pick one of those USBs to supply the most power to. And if you plug something into it simultaneously, side by side, the other one would just get the other amp, which is stated right here at 3.4 amps max total output. Now the rated power output is 1250 watts at 10 amps max. That's really that's quite a lot of power. So that's really interesting to see that. I like that. And of course, 3 USB outlets, and it shows you the dimensions in millimeters. And something to note, something that's really kind of nice, you get a 1-year product warranty from the purchase date. You just simply have to go to support.us at teckinhome.com, and they will honor that 1-year support if anything ever happens to it. Alright, in this shot I wanted to show you the rubberized feet. They actually stand off quite nicely and give it a real good bite on my table here. My table's kind of slick. It has an old latex finish on it, and I can move the whole table. It's not going anywhere. I really like this. When it was on our end table, my end table was painted with latex as well, and it was not going anywhere. I could plug a bunch of stuff into it without having to worry about it falling off. Now, while this isn't a Wi-Fi smart device, it's made with a lot of smart features. I like the real robust positive click on-off of the surge protector. That's really great. I like the fact that it has a lot of amperage output. 10 amps, really nice. 3.4 amps total power on the USB. I like the fact that it has overload protection right here, and it's sleek and it's out of the way, and you can't really see it. I like how a phone will just lean in it like this. Makes for charging simple. Just grab it and go. And as a disclaimer, I want to say that I did not purchase this item. It was sent to me from the Teckin representative. And while it was free, if I had some nitpicks, I would tell you. But I just don't. I think it's a really nice item. It's made well. It's robust. Non-stick skid feet really make it really secure on a surface. The plugs work really well. And the USB seems really positive. Sometimes when you get like cheaper versions of USB inputs, they don't really work well. They don't click in positively and they wall around. That's not the case with these. These are really nice. Same for the house current plugs. They're solid, and also with the grounding port, it makes it really secure. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. I hope you found some information in that video useful. I really like this. I don't have a bad thing to say about it. I'm probably going to pick up maybe a couple more because there's other places in the house that I can use them. And I think anybody that buys this is going to find uses for it. It's not just one of those items that you kind of get and you kind of push to the side. We've used this for several days now, and I've plugged 20 different things into it. Charged things from mini copters to cell phones to iPads, and plugged my lamp into it. I use this switch actually for my lamp because it's right there on the end table. I don't have to pull the cord and hear it jangling around, so that's kind of nice. Nice long cord, and that's really all I have to say. I don't know what else to tell you about it. For me, I'll give it a thumbs up because I like it, and I don't have a bad thing to say.